All right, I am here back in the lab with viral sports creator JT Tilley. And JT,
Action!
Okay, I'm here back in the lab with creator sports director. Well, I am back here in the lab with viral sports creator JT Tilley. And JT, we always like to hear a little bit about what new sports are going on in PLN, what's being tested right now, if you wouldn't mind maybe sharing.
Sure. Right now at PLN Studios, we're backstage at the lab. And as everybody probably knows by now, this is where we create and test new sports. Right now, we're testing Coffin Wars. We had an event last year, the end of 24. We had our first testing of Coffin Wars, kind of an exhibition. And we were happy with it, but there were a few things I want to change, so it's back in the lab. And then, of course, BeastBall. We had a demonstration event in 2023, and we've been retooling it, so.
BeastBall, if you don't mind maybe giving a little bit of background on what BeastBall is, just
sure. BeastBall is Pro League Network's version of football, but it's one-on-one football. So what we do is we have 5 total downs for each player alternating. So instead of the basic 4-down structure that you have with traditional football, this is first player gets a chance to run goal line to goal line. If he fails, the other player now has a chance. And so after 5 downs alternating, the guy with the most points is the winner. And the theory is that there's more action, a little bit more of a focus on the athlete itself, because 1 versus 1, it's a hustle, it's a tough game, but it's also a short game, it's a quick game, and it's almost perfect for sports wagering because it's quick, you get a lot of action, you get it fast. So we're making some changes to it, but that's traditional BeastBall the way we created it in 2023.
So we actually have some footage of that original BeastBall. Is it okay if we show that?
Sure, absolutely.
All right, we'll go ahead and roll that.
Our lead official tonight, William Huerta. One last conversation with the players, and I'd like to remind you that unlike traditional football, the field of play at BeastBall is only 40 yards from goal to goal. Crazy coin toss there from Brad. Almost takes JoJo's head off, but quick head movement from JoJo, and it looks like he is the winner of the coin toss. So JoJo will now decide who will have possession first. Oh, and he defers to Brad. Okay, Brad gives it back to him, and this match will be underway now. JoJo will have possession first. Another difference between traditional football and BeastBall is the 4-down structure. Each player will have 1 down only to score before losing possession of the ball. And we're off. JoJo takes it down the sideline, but Brad grabs him, pulls him to the ground, and that'll be the end of the first down for JoJo. And again, as soon as Brad touches the ball, let's go. Oh, some good impact there. JoJo's trying to get to the leg, but as Brad spins around, JoJo just kind of naturally takes his back. Oh, and he's frustrated. A little bit of a war cry there from JoJo. You can check out Pro League Network all over the internet, social media, and YouTube. Little stutter step by JoJo, but Brad drags him to the ground, and that'll be the end of 2nd down. Down the middle with Brad, little stutter step there, and Brad, almost scores. Very frustrating for Brad, but you got to make the ball's got to break the plane. Little bit of tummy there for the ladies. And it's 3rd down for JoJo, I'm sorry. As he gets drugged to the ground again, and a little bit of a dirty word there. JoJo's getting frustrated here. Not a lot of room to work on this 40-yard field. And here we go, down the middle. A little bit of impact. They're always going to backs into the end zone, and it's a touchdown for Brad. Very nice. And it looks like we're rolling into the end of the first half of play. Let's take a look at the replay from this first half. We went three downs. Each of our competitors had 3 attempts at a goal. And we're rolling into halftime with Brad 1 up. Some nice action here from Brad. A lot of action at BeastBall. Brad looking good so far in the first round. A lot of impact. You got to be fast on your feet, and you can't break loose. There's no one there to block, and there's no one there to save your ass if your man gets past. And here's the lonely goal of the first half, and it just involves a little bit of hand fighting. And as Brad falls in the end zone, you see the tiny white legs of JoJo as he helps him up. Brad's one up on the scorecards. Some good impact here, and Brad all the way into the end zone. And the crowd goes wild for Brad, who's now up 2-0. Oh, and it looked like he got away with it that time. Quick little stutter step from JoJo. He's trying to back into the end zone, and no goal. Oh, that's frustrating. The ball has to break the plane of the line into the end zone, and it looks like it just didn't get all the way across. And JoJo is pissed. The third down of the second half. Brad coming in hot. Oh, bowls him over. JoJo is just too tired. Brad just waltzes into the end zone, and now we have almost a shutout. And these replays just really tell the story of this first match. JoJo just really couldn't keep up. His cardio just wasn't on point tonight. So let's take it down to William Huerta and the announcement of the victor. Your winner tonight at BeastBall, Big Brad.
All right, well, that looks pretty entertaining, but I just have a couple questions for you. What changes and why?
What changes? Okay, well, that's simple. The primary change that I'm going to make here with BeastBall is we're going to move it from the field and put it inside of a 40-foot shipping container.
A metal
shipping container. We're going to pad the walls and mat the floor.
Okay.
And each player's objective is to get the ball out the opposite end of the open storage container.
And just clarify. The other guy just tackles him, right? They get him to the ground, and that's their
yeah,
turn.
so to speak. In traditional football, you stop the forward momentum of the player, and that stops the down. In BeastBall, what's going to happen is you have to get the takedown. So you might smash a guy up against the wall of the shipping container, but there's no out of bounds.
Right.
And so that may stop the guy from running, but the ball's still in play. So at that point, you can try to strip the ball away from the competitor and run out the other end and score the point. Or you can suck his legs out and take him down, and you got to get the takedown to stop the play. So you think about maybe wrestler versus football player.
Right, that's what I was just thinking.
That's the type of competitions you're going to be looking at in BeastBall 2025.
And what is your opinion? Who has the natural advantage? Wrestlers. Absolutely. Okay, well, we're going to find out. This sounds like it's a great success. I'm excited to see it. Do we know? Do we have any kind of a time frame?
No. There's a lot of things that need to be determined. Like, first of all, we have to figure out how to make it safe, how to regulate it, how to film it. Once those things are in place, is it bettable? And then, of course, we'll send it to our partners in New York City, and they'll perform their magic on it. So probably see it sometime in 2025.
Well, I'm excited to see. I do think wrestlers will have, after you explain that, will have that advantage, but we'll have to wait and see, so stay tuned.